One of the common bugbears that we hear from electricians and facilities managers is that getting to grips with power quality analysis and power quality equipment can be quite time consuming, and their jobs are time sensitive.
Yeah.
So what have Chauvin Arnoux done to make installing and using the Qualistar Plus and Qualistar Class A instruments easy and efficient?
So we've done a lot to actually make these products easy and efficient for the customers, and obviously answer a lot of their queries along the way. So the first thing we do is we keep a standard user interface. So you can see throughout the generations, and even if I put the earlier generations in here, we have a very standard user interface, which is based around the sort of screen, the soft keys, and the blue buttons generally taking, you sort of got one button push for all the different modes that you want to take and get to. And that follows on through the range. So if we've got a customer who's been using Chauvin Arnoux products before, they can move very quickly between our products, and same with the software, it's very similar, so we've kept all that together. We've also spent a lot of time on producing our how-to videos on our YouTube channel. So if you want to know how to do anything on the Qualistar or the 8345, you can literally go to our YouTube channel, and there's short videos on there telling you exactly step by step how to do these things. One of the other differentiators that we're really proud of with Chauvin Arnoux is that we're always on hand to support and help our customers. So it's very common that actually when they buy a product, we'll probably go out on site, hold their hand a little bit while they're, doing their first jobs. And then we're available via, the telephone or Teams to help them through. And even afterwards, if they've downloaded the results and need some help with the software or maybe analysing results, they quite often give us a call and we help them out with that. So we recognise that power quality is quite new for some people, and they're starting to get into it. They need that help and support. But I don't think, and I would say this being the staff Chauvin Arnoux member, I don't think anybody else actually provides the level of ease of use and support that Chauvin Arnoux do if a customer is looking to get into power quality.
But on the actual instruments, do you have like help screens and guides and things like that?
So yeah, funny enough, you've got a little button on each one. So at any point on any of the screens where you don't know what you're doing, you press the help screen, it will bring up a guide on the screen to help you with that. But I say we also have our videos, and we've actually got a dedicated app as well where you can download and store the videos and actually play those back, which will help you actually find out what you need to do in specific scenarios.
And is that available on iOS and Android?
Yes.
Yeah. Power quality analyzers, they gather a lot of complex data, and this data overload can be quite intimidating for some users. Therefore, how do the Qualistar Plus and Qualistar Class A make data interpretation easier for the user?
So there's a number of ways we make data interpretation easy for the user. The first thing is really by the setup. So what we try and advise people to do is only record the data that they really want.
Yeah.
The temptation is with any user is to go in and tick every box. I want to download everything. I want all the data every second, and I want to know these 50 odd parameters, and they go in. So the first thing is to actually go in, set it up, and just record the data that they actually need. We have got useful functions on here, this little bell or alarm icon you'll see on there. So we can actually set alerts for specific parameters. So if we wanted to know if the voltage goes over a certain level, you can actually set an alarm for that, and it will record that in there. So you'll know at what point in time it actually went outside of those parameters without having to scroll through loads of graphs to try and do that. What we also find is with our PAT software, so we have PAT 2 and PAT 3 for these products here. Within our PAT software, we have a very simple user interface in there, and it is quite easy to just go through the individual parameters, to scroll through and actually look at the events and be able to apply filters to sort of, narrow down on one particular phase or one particular part of the data and actually analyze it quite simply. So one of the compliments that we have had from a lot of our customers is that they do really like the software and how the software works. They found the software quite intuitive and easy to use. So I think we do have a range of options available there by setting the instruments up right in the first place, and then by using the filters and the options within the software to actually narrow down on the data. And of course, as we said before, we were always there to help the customers as well with that. So if they do have any problems, we're always on hand to help.
Business owners, facilities managers and electrical contractors have to maintain compliance with power quality regulations. However, these standards are ever evolving. So what do the Qualistar Class A and Qualistar Plus do to help users maintain compliance with these standards?
So basically, these products are obviously designed to comply with the standards in the first place.
Yeah.
So the customer doesn't always have to worry too much about this, because what you can do is you can go into our PAT software and actually download the configuration straight onto the device. So you can tell it you want to do a monitoring session in line with the standards, and that will actually set up the monitoring session on this. You tell it when you want to start, when you want it to end, and then you can download that back, and it goes into a standard format specifically for those standard surveys. So when the standards change, the great thing is with these products is that we can change the firmware, we can change the software, and they're continually upgraded to meet the latest standards.